Welcome to another episode of Crypto Brothers. Today is a very exciting day. We hit 22,000 with Bitcoin. This is the highest Bitcoin has ever been. The last time we got even near this number was back in 2017, where we hit 20,000. And it only hit it for about less than a day, and then it fell down, and then it fell down hard. So looking at this price now, we're at 22,000, and this is at 11:25 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Wednesday. Today is the 16th of December, 2020. This is crazy. You guys can see here this jump from 20,000 all the way up to 22,000 in a quick span of time. We've seen it do these jumps before. Not all the way up to 22, but these massive jumps of a 14% increase. You can see that one happened here. Then we have another jump up here. What's interesting, though, is all these jumps that we've been seeing, they do come back down, but not as bad as where it has been. It'll drop down for about maybe 2 days, and then it'll recover back to where it was. So anyways, this is interesting seeing it go up this high and it's still climbing. That's what's so crazy about this. So things that happened. Number one, that $20,000 mark here in the US, there is a taxation law that if you have cryptocurrency over 20,000, it has to be taxed. Having it break that 20,000 is significant from a taxation standpoint here in the States. Some other news around this too. With other cryptocurrencies besides Bitcoin, we have seen gains almost everywhere on the board. Ethereum is 13%. XRP, we've seen 24% in just the last 24 hours. That's huge. That's huge for XRP. Tether, that should be the same. No change there. Litecoin at 20%, followed by a 14% just for today. Some history, though. Bitcoin is now at its highest it's ever been. These other coins are still trailing. They still have room to go. Ethereum at one point was in the thousands, so it can grow up to that point as well. If we're looking to find a coin to follow behind Bitcoin, I would recommend personally Ethereum just because we know Ethereum can go over 1,000. Especially since Bitcoin has hit over its previous mark. Ethereum should be following closely behind, and it is growing. Litecoin is also growing as well. Litecoin was up high too. But it's less than half than where it's grown to before. So that one is a good potential growth as well. Bitcoin will continue to be strong. I personally presume that it's going to drop down for a little bit. Usually after a rapid growth, it does fall down, and it takes a little bit for it to build its momentum back up again. But this is exciting. I'm very curious to see what happens. It could take off even further from here. Some news articles that came out today about what happened here. No one actually knows why it took off. But there are some cryptocurrencies that are linked to the Bitcoin success in South Korea, Japan, and China. Those stocks are hooked to Bitcoin directly, and so those are doing well. If you know what those are, please leave a comment. I'm interested to know what's hooked to these directly. Other things that people are saying that should help Bitcoin continue being stable as it's growing. I still think it's going to come down, but I don't think it's going to crash like we saw back in December of 2017. Is that there's people who are actually companies that are backing Bitcoin and taking it very seriously. For example, we have PayPal now, who is actually accepting Bitcoin as a currency. We have places like Robinhood. They actually exchange currency there as well. What else do we got? Bitcoin in general is just being traded on the stock market. There's federal laws now in place behind cryptocurrencies. So there's a lot of legitimacy that's coming into play. It's no longer just this coin or this currency that's mythical, just out there, and people hear about it and don't know anything. It's legit. People are actually backing and using it, so it should continue to grow. Some other interesting things here with this article. This is MSN.com on their money. This is interesting right down here. If Bitcoin sustains its momentum, then testing 36,000 will be the next real objective. Trading platform. Oh yeah, a crypto trading platform. So that's Dan Gunsberg, CEO of Hexro. He indicated that a significant break below 13,800 would herald a much weaker period. Okay, that's significant. Next thing we have here, the parabolic price. The price will now go from linear to parabolic, in part because retail investors have so far largely been out of this rally, said Kay Van Peterson, global macro strategist at Saxo Capital Markets, Peterson, Singapore. This is the Fed kick. The move above 20,000 has been coming, and I'm probably a little surprised it didn't come sooner, said Craig Ellerum, senior market analyst at Owanda Europe Ltd. Fed stimulus may have given it a kick, but let's face it, Bitcoin doesn't need it. A break above 20,000 may bring the buzz of a strong year. So yeah, it's taking off. And also gold is supposedly following close behind as well. And gold is a stable currency. Let's look at gold prices right now. I would like to know if there's any correlation between what gold prices are compared to Bitcoin. But let's take a look at our year. Okay, so yeah, gold is doing fine. It's at its rise is still at one of its higher points since July. This median right here. If there is there a correlation between gold and Bitcoin? Let me know. In this article here, Bitcoin, the lowest ever Bitcoin annual volatility measure versus gold and the stock market near the end of 2020 may sustain the crypto performance advantage in 2021, said Bloomberg. He sees the price ratio of Bitcoin to gold headed for 100 if history is repeated from its current level around 12. So that, I'm really curious to know if there's a correlation between those two. Let us know. Anyways, this is a quick report on what is going on in the crypto world right now. That bust of 22,000 is massive and shocking. I'm personally going for Ethereum. I wanted to trail behind. Jumping into Bitcoin right now, it's just so high. It could continue going up, and it could be a great investment. But my bets are not so much on Bitcoin at the moment, but jumping into one of these other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum or Litecoin that are trailing, and just following them up. We've seen how high they can go, and Bitcoin just proved that we can shatter that threshold. So there's no reason why these other coins can't follow along as well. Thank you guys. This is a quick report, and we'll see you guys on the next stream.